W7M over the top boards. They're realizing the play in the game. They've rotated themselves back across. They're putting the pressure on. Herds is trying to survive, gets caught out. DCH gets a second for the trouble, but 40 seconds. They still got to do the hardest part, which is trying to find the way in. The swing through the smoke does not net them any reward. KZ's found his way back up, tucked around on the corner, going to rebuild a wall. There's a DCH fight lost, and suddenly W7M have been able to bite themselves back into the round.
Mr. Punch is now in. A second player will come through as well, but the impact grenades are going to be actually opening up the road for them. Keys is going to be taken down from across on the actual cigar balcony. Now it's a 2-on-3 fight. JV92 gets taken out. It's on left to Forbes. Onigiri comes in with that mark, takes them all out with the DMR.
Trying to dig their way through onto the site with about a minute left. It was about 40 seconds last time, and they lost the first two. There's one off the board. And it's a bit quicker than before. DCH, once again, he's taken out, but there's Sapper with a quick response with a grenade. The flashes come through. Mr. Punch knows he's got to fight on the close swing, but it's JV92 that's covering the back end and catches out Sapper on the rotate. Mr. Punch caught out by the smoke of Julio. The Echo drone feeds everything, and the kitchen sink develops, and JV92 is able to get a clean take.
Those pre-placed drones are out there. Oh, that's gonna be a free kill. Herds using the Solace gadget to find out where DCH was droning from, and that's the entry kill that we're looking for.
They might want to try and get a little bit aggressive underneath the red stairs. They're ready for the fight, but not that ready. Onigiri able to swing down, take the engagement. Mark, he's trying to put a pressure down. He gets the quad wall popped open slightly, but around pillars, and Sapper finds KZ. 15 seconds. They're going to have to go for a big rotate. Volps locks the door, shuts down Mark, gets a lot of damage to the necks, but it's Mr. Punch and Sapper to find one apiece, leaving just JV92. They know where he is, and Elevate, par for the course. They cannot quite find the bite onto W7M, and with 20 seconds, they've really got to try and turn push into shove. The reveal of a player watching them. There's the second bit. Volps gets one. They're going to swing themselves a bit round. Herds able to find one more. 15 seconds. One of the players isn't even in the building yet. There's at least the take. There's a response. It's going to be a drop onto a skylight. Or not even that. W7M lock them out. And that's that sort of thing here, where you're looking at them now and sort of going, lads, you can pull a little bit more close to your chest. Bring it out on the bigger stage. I mean, they also pull that out of Onigiri's chest, take him off from the drop from the window.
Make them pay for trying to take it, because when they did, that's when the verticality came in, and as Mr. Punch now comes through as well, he's hoping to equalize the score, but JV92 in the way with a P90.
Seems like W7M is starting to warm into this fight. They're more than happy to greet you face first. That grenade over the top, and the bullets follow up. He gets downed and dropped by the second, but it's a 2 versus 4. They still have the ability to try and hold themselves in. How can you sort of pinch and pull the players away? And how can you do it when you're the only one left? Caught out from the long angle.
The swings are very risky, and it leaves it only up to Sapper now. It's going in vertically, horizontally. We'll find one. Wallbangs a second. Suddenly, this is very doable. We went from a 4v1 to a 1v2 in only, well, 10 seconds time. Because then it will be a one-on-one with 15 seconds. Opens up the door, knows where the player is right now. He needs to swing in. A grenade gets pulled out to dislocate him. He's going to find that shot as well. 10 seconds left on the clock. A grenade gets tossed in wildly, but that's not going to be finding anybody. He's heard in side to side with a shotgun, swinging out for the final kill, bringing W7M the round, but that got way too close for comfort.
But they still have the top control. That's the big sort of break here. There's a C4 ready. There's a grenade. Just bounced close. They're going for the plant. The swing comes through. They move the player off the plant. That is such an important moment, but they do get caught elsewhere. Volps. There's a push coming around on Sapper down the corridor, but do they know that they're being watched? No, they're able to just get caught there. I thought they'd be able to slip their way around. They find Mr. Punch on the swing here. Elevate. They went for something on a 3-2-1 count, but it's turned into a little bit more of a knockout here. Mark is the only one left.
Frostmat 2.5. As the last 4 opening kills all have gone in favor of W7M, only one of them they haven't been able to convert.
Oh, that's that.
And as to talk about it, you know, it's just Onigiri going out from a window, deciding to take down Hertz, bringing it back into Elevate's court.
A minute 20 though, and a rotate round on the back. Doesn't get the connection, no! Mr. Punch got Volps within an inch of death, but unfortunately could not quite get it.
Probably going to be using his breaching charges to try and dislocate these players right behind these tables. And as Onigiri goes a bit aggressive, he knows one is going to be on that window. Is he actually going to fight for it, or is he going to sit tight?
He's trying to do something based around the player underneath him. He's looking to survive. DCH is able to buy them a second of safety, 40 seconds, and Volps is back on top of red. Slow creeping their way up. There's a player tucked onto the shield. They heard the ping. They take the fight. And thankfully, they were quite injured from before. 30 seconds, wants to see if they can try and rock the player that's tucked in. DCH is still watching, but there goes Julio. The swings and responses have been much better. There's a take, then there's one. Mark. You want to try and push them back, get yourself a little pocket behind the hefty serving stations inside the middle and this little chassis. But Sapper with the swing round just onto Prep gets one. They have to pull away the Capitao. They're caught elsewhere. They're rotating background, but they're inside the site now and they're able to take care of it. And on the backside, Mr. Punch. He's in a close consideration here, gets one. They're waiting for the timer to tick. They're looking for the planter. They know where it is. They're all out of time. JV wins one. Looks for the second. The kick goes down. Just misses out. JV does not, though. If they're aware of this, it will be an easy, quick pickup. DCH suffers. Volps with a quick movement. Are they aware of Mr. Punch? Is one of my favorite games to play, and he's got to do something soon. 1:20 and Onigiri. Well, this is an execution, and that's one that we just witnessed. But Mr. Punch, again, he might still be able to get some. No balls! They knew for those at home, and that suddenly puts them in pretty good control here. They have that vertical. They have themselves tucked in. They have the head of one and a flawless to push themselves onto map point.
I'm just going to say it in case you didn't notice.
Capitao's always been a good operator. I love Capitao. Love the power.
Oh, what?
Oh, no!
Oh, that's red.
How did medics know to be observing that? I think we're going to see a lot more. There's Mr. Punch. He punches out one. Able to take care of Volps, a player who had a really big effect.
Certainly W7M, they don't really have that clear route anymore that they might have had before to the victory in this round. Piano is looking to come up next, but Mark takes down Hertz, and that is definitely going to be making it a bit more difficult. Jumps out, gets himself back in. They don't really have anything in control as Keys finally finds Mark.
Oh, they're close to a fight, and they somehow drop it. Oh, no. Another moment that we've seen from the Guns of Elevate where they can't quite get the connection, and that quick snap with a little bit more of the damage that comes on the side of the attacker's assault rifles proves deadly. There's one take. DCH tucks himself back in before he suffers.
JV92 is looking to try and find that response. 25 seconds. Julio gets taken down. It's only up to JV92 now. He's low on HP. He can lock this off if he finds those two shots in quick succession. Fire goes through, forces DCH off, but it's not quite going to be the kill yet as Mr. Punch swings by, finds that kill, and brings it to 6-4. They are not done yet.
30 seconds. At one point, they've just got to make a decision and try and roll with it, and they have to get this player out first. There's the pings in the pre-fire, and Hertz takes a head off a Mark. They have control of brown stairs as well. They've got themselves stacked up for a Freezer side take. The fight slips their way just past the Azami. Bulletproof is getting the big reveal, and now they pull back 15 seconds, and they catch them on the rotate back through onto site. They've got to see if they can get this kit down, and the kit gets dropped right on the face of the door itself. They're pushing in. Hertz is able to get one more. It's just Onigiri, but it's an ace to wrap up this first map and do the dance. You've earned it, because that is a 7-4. The flashes are coming through. They're looking for the pressure that they can apply onto the site itself. They've got the smokes, got the covers, got the blinds. They're inside on the back of blue as well. They're trying to dig themselves across. They suffer a bit. JV92 is blinded as well. There's everything covered, but as long as Julio can hold F and get this stuck, that's the important part. Onigiri, they're pre-firing, they're pushing. They're able to take out the third box fight. There's a break, there's a swing. There's the kill and revenge. KZ is all that's left, not for very long. And, well, they're able to get it back round.
Shoot, I'm not quite sure if it was active at that point as well. Either way, that's going to be another spot to come through. Not the response instantly, though, but Keys and Volps both will find a kill.
There's Mr. Punch with a hop out. Is able to take care of at least one of them and make sure that it stays as a 3 versus 3. But last time we saw DCH, he's on the other side of the world. So he's got to see if he can try and get himself rotated back around. Mr. Punch, though, I said on the previous map, he was a big part. 28 seconds, and the push is trying to get itself isolated. Mr. Punch has gone inside gym. Onigiri's going to push up and try and replace him inside the bedroom itself. You can see DCH is making the rotate round on the back end of the main stairs, but he's also gone back down now. He's tucked underneath. He's hoping he gets the call on the plot. The Solace can see exactly where the kid is. He just has to time it. There's the fight here on the bed. They cannot have the bullets pass through.
Good call coming down there, though, from W7M. There's spot 1 going outside, and 0-1 is still inside the construction. DCH needs to make a gamble now. He needs to find one. Jumps out for the first, but doesn't connect. Julio locks it off.
They're getting that break open. Onto Stock, onto the stage. There's one take. There's a fight back over the hatch, and Sapper, a huge kill above. They're waiting for the approach to come round. They've got to rotate there on the back end, and Sapper sends JV92 to bed. Zappa can make his own intel. He gets the down onto one. Julio, with all his years of experience in the 1 versus 1 and a minute on, what can they do? Do they know the plant's coming down? It doesn't seem like he has quite the awareness. We're now in a post-plant situation. Lost the call on the audio, and Julio, is he aware of the danger? They're looking for the fight. The drop is Julio's! There's no huge pressure for time yet from the sides of W7M. Everything is going to pace apart from that. Volps, at least they'd got most of the work done.
Still to worry about someone being upstairs. They're looking up those main stairs as Keys is going to be taken down by a quick swing from a Nagiri right behind the boiler. Of course, playing with that MK14 on the Aruni, that DMR.
Mr. Punch, how long are you going to sit there? Apparently longer than you expect. Gets the fight, gets the second! The P90 pops off. JV92 at least stems the blood, but there's Sapper on the back end. Yeah, it was an excessive use of a drone, but look at this. They've smoked off the windows, and there's the catch. Volps drifts a little bit too close to the fire. DCH takes a bit of damage from KZ on the long-range fight towards CC, but it's Mr. Punch that gets the final bullets threaded through. A bit of a break here. As I said, they paid more attention towards the top, but it does not matter. Mr. Punch, he does some damage, pulls back as they lose herds on the far end as well. Suddenly it's just JV92 and Julio, but they're able to get one. They look for the next. They're onto logistics, and it's a trade out from the engagement, leaving just a wounded Julio. Last time, he was able to clutch out technically in the 1 versus 1, but this time he does not see it. Onigiri, at this moment in time, they are playing their life. Oh, they put some damage in. They tried to get the shield broken. They tuck them tails around, and they're looking for the next fight. The pre-fire comes. Mark gets some revenge. He's right by a drone hole, and DCH is here offering some moral support, but unfortunately it's not enough. Oh, it just might be. A bit of revenge and a bit of a pullback. They at least keep the body balance even. There is JV92 holding onto the windows, just misses it, but Sapper does not. Swings back round, herds, tries to get some revenge, but lost out on the pre-fire fight. Julio does finally stop it, but now Julio is on, once again, the wrong end of a 1 versus 2 clutch. Not even sure where the other has got themselves tucked in. Oh, there they are. And there they go. Dropped, lost the aggressive swing. It's 10 seconds left. They're going for the plant. DCH, he hears them pull off. They've still got the cam. They've still got the intel. They've still got the read. There's the second pullback. 5 seconds. He's waiting. He's pulled back. He's rotating around onto Jim. And he's out of time.
They know that is going to be another problem they will need to deal with here as Keys is leading back into the fight. Blows up a C4. Doesn't get a kill, but JV92 will.
Yeah, another important take there for the guns, and you're looking at 15 seconds, so can they try and dig themselves through? No is the answer. JV92 able to get one more for the round as Volps ties it together. Onigiri, all that's left, but with 5 seconds to try and find his way through to the site. He at least stops the flawless, but JV92 stops the round. 4-2-3, and their first defense is theirs. It will just take a bit of a scrap and a scrape from, well, guns at this point. All the grenades have been thrown and used, and herds from under the hatch takes the head off a Mark.
Another phone call coming through, which is going to be allowing some safety for Sapper here, who's currently inside. They are aware of the fact that someone is on rafters. If they manage to kill him, a plant can happen. But no, he's getting taken out from below. It's Keys from the lounge and JV92 to take down Onigiri. And it's going to be another round for W7M. Oh, that is just a knock to have been spotting out by hers there. So they're going to be aware of the fact that Sapper is going to try and move in.
Gosh, Solace is pretty good, and well, so is Sapper. Even with the intel that the nuke was coming across the board, KZ gets caught out. I'm not entirely sure what Elevate are trying to shape themselves up here. They've been caught out on the back end. There's that long fight. It's tricky to take. There's the Blackbeard's shield pop. They don't quite get the swing back round. They take a bit of the damage across the board, but here it just seems that W7M keeps swinging back in. Elevate, once again, slowed, stumped. Volps pops off on the back end, puts them into this nobody versus Volps. Gets the lockout, gets the final, gets the 3rd round in a row for W7M.
There's 2 very close. Keys is coming in as well. He's going to try and go for it. That's 1 injured. Gets a second. No! Is he going for the 3rd? No, he will not. But the C4 might come through. No, it's stuck. He didn't line it up properly, but still, the double kill from the Caveira there. Just
pockets of Kaid, seeing if they can try and stop the drop. It comes round and tucked quite closely. It's been a bit of a slip through the C4. That one definitely connects, and Mr. Punch is left watching down the long angle. DCH gets caught on his drop on the kitchen hatch as well, and well, he's at least able to get one before the door gets shut.
not really worried too much about it. It is going to be the rappel up. That's going to be the entry kill as well, and Keys will escape with his life as he takes down Mark, one of the heart breachers that is in pocket for Elevate.
Sort of pressure that might be let here. 2 drones feeding on Agiri, a route through with the Ash. They've moved to a different situation. This could be a bit make or break. Ooh. There it is, KZ. I mean, the Bandit ready to swing around. They put down their charges and pulled themselves back. Hertz played a position last time round. The trade-off and the kick getting dropped just on the swing round of the door itself. Another smoke in 30 seconds. And there is a huge take to put all the pressure in the world on Mr. Punch. Gets one, cannot find the second. And W7M get a clean set of points. Did not drop a map the same way they did in Berlin and made the statement, yeah, we are a favorite of this tournament.